Yaraban Anyang, Aslim Nida, and today we are doing a reading for Red Velvet's Joy. Also, I'm a little um, annoyed, sad. It won't come out in this reading because, I picked these cards like 2 days in advance. I can't find my purple flannel, and I feel the need to whine about it to somebody, and lucky you're the only one available. I haven't seen the damn thing for months. I've worn it on this channel before. It's purple, it's black. I'm gonna have to tear this room apart looking for it. And Wednesday when I go to work, I'm gonna ask if I left it there. I really doubt that I did. But I'm gonna ask anyway. It's been probably, 6 months since I've seen this damn thing. And now I'm starting to get annoyed about it. I didn't want to wear this today. But it's as good as I was gonna get. Anyway. Enough of my useless whining. Let's get into Joy's reading, shall we? After I have my coffee. Ooh. Okay, first up is this festival card that tends to come out a lot. But I've probably mentioned this before. It's something that I think applies a lot to a lot of people, especially people in Joy's industry. It's a card about seeing the rewards for your efforts, people appreciating the effort you put in, especially if she's working on something. Like, I know they have a comeback soon, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard that. Like, I haven't seen any pictures or a date, but I've heard that Red Velvet's having a comeback. Yeah, it's about needing to put in a little bit more work on your project. Which, even if it's a comeback and they're preparing, like they're finishing up their, whatever they need to do in order to debut it, and then they're going to promote it. So that'll be the little bit more work aspect of this card. It's also about like one door closing and another door opening. So maybe which I'm sure she is because she's young and still, honestly, I think it happens like until you get like pretty old. You're constantly growing and evolving as a person, and she might be going through one of those now. Or even this comeback could open a lot of doors for her and, potentially the rest of the girls. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh, this next Queen card is about developing skills, right? So maybe she's been focusing on areas she feels she could improve in. It's also about friendship and good advice, and maybe she's one of those people that just gives good advice. She's that friend that you feel comfortable going to. If you need like advice or help with anything. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh, Ariel is next. This card is about developing new ideas, especially when it comes to writing and performing, which is appropriate for her job. I don't know if she writes music or anything. That could be a skill she's developing. That Queen card is development of skills. So maybe she's working on that. And like I said with the first card, people are often continuing to evolve and grow, and Ariel is about entering a new phase and maybe having a change in the way you think, which often comes with growth and maturity. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh, I like this. This card is about success and satisfaction, not in material things, but in a job well done. It's about being proud of yourself and the things you've accomplished and the work you put out in the world, especially for her, for people to engage with and enjoy. And I like that. I feel like maybe it's this comeback she's really proud of, or if she's working on something, because it's possible that, even though they have this comeback going on, she might also be working on her own stuff, in the background. Ooh, this last one, I like this one. This is the Fairy Heart. This card is about following your heart, because it will bring beneficial changes. Because anytime you follow your heart, you're being true to yourself, and that's the best thing you can do, for yourself, for your happiness and your sanity and, your life on whole, right? If you don't follow your heart, you don't feel fulfilled. And that sucks, So I think she's definitely on that path of doing what she wants to do for herself, things that she loves and she enjoys. And if she is, developing new ideas with this Ariel card, right, in writing or performing or whatever, I think it's definitely something that she's enjoying and something that's representative of her. Let's see what the next pile is. Oh, okay. King of Wands. King of Wands is about innovation and being inspired or inspiring. It's kind of a card that tells you to embrace your personal power and be bold, right? Especially if like she's encountered something that seems difficult, or a problem that seems unsolvable, so maybe that's part of that skill she's working on, maybe she has a hard time with some aspect of her job, or she's trying her hand at writing or whatever it is that she's doing, and she's kind of stuck. This card says if you're facing that, if she's facing that, if she's just like, brave and believes in herself, because we all have those moments where we don't believe in ourselves. It could even be this comeback. Maybe she's not so confident in maybe like whatever style this is or whatever. Because, like I said, we all have those moments. If she's just a little bit, brave, just believe in herself. Self-confidence is important. And that's kind of his thing. If you're confident, it's going to be fine. And that's kind of just like life in general. Here's a little tip, because I do this all the time. If you speak confidently, it sounds like you know what you're talking about, even if you really don't. I have tricked so many friends into almost eating expired things because I've said, oh, well, that's not that old. But literally I stop them because they will get sick. But like they were like, oh yeah, no, I guess you're right, because I said it confidently and they didn't question me and double check the date on the food. Okay? So as long as you just, because I have no confidence. If you fake your confidence, people are inclined to believe it's genuine. Don't con people though. Don't do what I did. Don't try and trick your friends into drinking like 2-year-old Mountain Dew. It's not a good idea. Next, Three of Wands. Three of Wands is about forward motion, success in all areas, but there needs to be a healthy balance of planning and risk taking, which I feel like in her job is something that kind of is just there. You plan things out, like the steps to take to create like a new track or a new album or a comeback or something, and you want to maybe try something new, something different, and that's a risk because you don't know how people are going to receive it. So I think, she knows what she's doing. And even that alone, this card, the Three of Wands is about new opportunities, or more opportunities, probably in her case, and big rewards when it comes to career and finance. So maybe this comeback is going to be well received, or whatever she's working on, because she, like I said, could also be working on her own stuff in the background. That could be some place where she needs to exhibit some confidence, right? Let's see what the next one is. Ooh, Ace of Coins is about prosperity and gain, new beginnings. Not necessarily, career-wise, but like for her personally. She's growing as a person, and that brings in new things. It's a card about manifestation, manifesting your ultimate goals and desires, but it's also a card about groundedness and stability, right? So really kind of like the Three of Wands, where you are planning. Even though you might be taking some risks, you're still planning. This card is also about making sure that you stay stable and you're not, veering off your foundation too much. But yeah, the path, this card, if you look at the close-up, there's a path here. And this is like the path of success, and it's appearing before her. She just needs to walk her happy little feet on down it, which I like. I like seeing that. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh, Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about playful, carefree energy, optimism, happiness, possibly even looking back on memories that are happy and they bring you joy. And, we've all done that, where we like sit around with family or friends and be like, you remember this? And like, maybe she's just going to take some time with the girls and just sit down and talk. Or maybe she's talking to friends that she hasn't been able to talk to in a while, or family members that she hasn't been able to see or talk to in a while, which is always nice. But yeah, it's also a card about maybe letting your inner child out to play. And I'm not surprised to see this, especially if they have a comeback coming, because that is a lot of work. So maybe this card is, hey, once things calm down after promotion, maybe she'll get some time to just relax and have fun, let her inner child thrive a little, maybe sit down with friends and stuff, or even the other girls. Because that's always good, and something people need is a way to decompress like that, where you just sit and hang out and do nothing. But yeah, this card is about being free from worries, which I always like to see, especially high stress job, having people like joy. Last one. Five of Wands in reverse is about teamwork, right? Which is obviously her and the other girls in Red Velvet. It's also one about harmony and solutions, and maybe there was a little bit of struggle. Like maybe she had a hard time like learning something for this comeback or whatever. But that's soon to be resolved or already resolved. So it's really not that big of an issue, which is good, because I don't know when their comeback is, but if I'm hearing about it, it's probably some kind of soon. But yeah, I think she might have had like, whether it's with choreography or, I was in chorus since 4th grade. There are some times where you get music. I don't even know if she reads sheet music, if they give you sheet music, when you record like pop songs. But, there are times where there's like a note progression that's just like, you look at it and you're like, okay, I get it, but physically you have a hard time doing it, and it takes a little bit more time to get down. So it could have been something like that, could have been choreo, could have been whatever, right? Let's see what this next pile is. I need more coffee. Okay. That's better. Ooh! First up, 10 of Cups. Love to see that. She definitely, whatever whatever stuff she had going on that's maybe a struggle. Um, Not that big an impact because this card is about happiness. It represents completion. It represents perfection. Um, but not like obsessive, I'm a perfectionist type perfection. It's like you have finished something and you're happy with the way that it is. Um, it's also about feeling fulfilled, especially if you've been struggling with something that maybe you were, oh, yeah. Because the card's like, if you've been struggling, maybe you've talked to colleagues or friends about it, which could be the other girls. Maybe she said, hey, I can't get this. One you bitches help me. Right? Um, but the Ten of Cups is also a card of being rewarded for your hard work and effort, which we saw in pile one. Feeling secure and content in life, which is something I think everybody strives for. Um, and enjoying it because you've worked hard to get to this point. So I think maybe if she's had like a little bit of issue, which I feel most people do, you know, um, she's moving out from that energy if she hasn't already, and she's going to come out in a good place and things are going to be good for her. She'll be happy, which is important. Um, yeah, let's see. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh, okay. Ten of Wands is about overextending. So maybe she's been doing too much and that's part of her problem. Maybe she's got a lot going on and that's what the problem is. And I'm sure once the promotions are over, she'll maybe have less stuff to do. She might have some opportunities coming in. They probably wouldn't start right away. Like, hopefully she'll get like a little bit of time, like I said, to decompress and maybe see some people or just hang out with the girls and just talk and just do normal people things. Because the Ten of Wands is about taking a good look at where your energy is being focused. You know, maybe she's working too much. Because like I said, even though they only talk about the comeback, there might be some individual stuff going on in the background or some other stuff that they're doing you don't know about yet. So she might be overextending herself and needs to take some time to just evaluate where she is and make sure she's taking care of herself. That's always very important, and I feel it's something that idols can very easily forget to do. Normal people forget to do it. You know, I do it. But I feel like her industry, it's very easy for idols to just be like work, work, work all the time and then not take care of themselves. So she might need to make sure she's not working herself into the ground, poor thing, you know. Which in a group like Red Velvet, they're popular, so it's easy, I think, you know, to just get sucked into the vortex of doing all the things all the time. Next, Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins is about strong will and improvement. It's kind of a wish card, too, that represents goals that she hasn't accomplished yet. So like I said, with that skill card about writing and performing, maybe she's working on that skill, you know, and I'm sure there are things she still wants to do that she hasn't been able to do yet for whatever reason, right? Time, experience, whatever. Yeah, but this card is also about recognition and responsibility you gain through your work, and that could even help her reach some of these goals that she wants to reach, you know, because now people are seeing her more, you know, she's built a name for herself that might help her get to where she wants to be or do the things she wants to do. However, this card, kind of like the one I mentioned earlier, is a card about not being a perfectionist. She might have like a problem with that because a lot of people do. Like if they don't do it right, then it's not good enough, or if they don't do it perfect, it's not good enough. But that's not a healthy way to live, like mentally. And especially in a job like hers that's physically demanding, it could actually be like, if she's learning choreography and not getting it, or it's not perfect, and she might push herself too hard. And then physically it's a detriment. So yeah, whatever she's working on, whether it's like a writing skill or dance or whatever, she has to not make sure she's not like getting too much into it, because I get like that too, and I'm not good at anything, like anything. So I will like just give up on stuff, which isn't good either. But instead of falling into that obsessive perfectionist situation, I cut myself off before I get there, and I just don't. I don't finish things, or I give up. I'm like, well, no, nope. I'm also a Pisces, and that's how we are. Like, if Pisces, if we don't get something right away, then we abandon it. That's it. Goodbye. Done. Not doing it. Not doing it anymore. So, yeah, she needs to make sure she's not, work on your skills. That's important. Don't get obsessive about it. All right. What do we got next? Four of Cups in reverse. I show them to you right side up. I say this every once in a while. Right side up, just so you can see comfortably what the card looks like, and then from there you can just infer what it looks like upside down. Four of Cups in reverse is about taking action and moving forward. We had other cards about forward motion and progress. It's about pushing yourself outside the box. Maybe seeing things in a new way, right? Finding solutions you maybe not have been able to see before. Maybe coming into more of a creative mindset. Yeah, changes are being affected because I think she's growing as a person, which doesn't surprise me to see because she's young. She will continue to grow and evolve quite a lot. As I think, like I said, most people do until they're like old. Yeah, this is about being happy, keep smiling, keep pushing forward, having everything you already need to grow as a person, to chase your dreams, to reach your goals, and all those good things. Love seeing that. I love that for her. Let's see what this last one is. Ooh, yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is about things turning in your favor, right? Fate and destiny at work. Things lining up for your benefit. Again, surprising offers and opportunities. So I think maybe this comeback will bring in some stuff for her, or something she's working on is going to bring in more opportunities for her, which I always love to see. Because maybe she'll get a chance to do something she's always wanted to do, which we saw in one of the earlier cards, right? I believe it was, this Knight card, right? The wish card. Goals yet unaccomplished. So maybe that'll be one of the offers she gets, is to do something she's always wanted to do, which is nice. The wheel's also a chance to discover more about herself, learning to trust her instincts, manifesting your goals. Yeah, everything is working out according to divine timing for joy with this card. I like that. I think she's on a good path. Good things are coming for her. Good things are happening for her. Yeah. Let's see what this last one is. Ooh, the Earthy card. This one comes out a lot, and I like it. This is about abundance and focusing on foundation, which I think is important for everyone, and that's why it comes out. And maybe something a lot of people don't think about is building a strong foundation, which I believe she has with Red Velvet, and even the training process that idols go through helps build a strong foundation for these people to. Oh shit! Sorry, I hit the mic. I'm sorry. For these people to grow upon as artists and performers and people. Didn't I say that earlier? Not veering off your foundation. Maybe she needs to make sure that her foundational skills are still on point. Or even not even like literally that. It could just be like remembering why you do this in the first place, because that can happen a lot when you start working on something, and then next thing you know, it's like sucked all the fun out of it. Like, I haven't done nail art in a long time, but I used to do it a lot. Or even baking. I used to work with a girl who said, you make such good like brownies and cookies. Why don't you open a bakery? Because it would suck the joy out of it, and I would hate it. I would end up hating it and would never bake another cookie as long as I live. Some people are just like that. So I think when you work in a job long enough, you start forgetting why you do it in the first place. Especially a job like hers where, you work so much and then you're exhausted a lot and there's so much you have to do and you don't really get time to rest. It can easily ruin it for you. And you forget why you loved it, why you wanted to do it in the first place. It could be that. And that goes back to her taking just some time for herself. Taking time to relax and realign and be like, yeah, I do still love this, and like I said, it even could be like the actual like foundation on which she's built her talent, right? But yeah, the results of doing that, of maybe just checking in with herself, will bring big change, especially if if it reminds her why she loves doing what she does, Anyway, that's it for Joy's reading. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a video every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time for K-pop readings, Tuesday 11 a.m. for pick a card readings. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My name's in the description box down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.